Hello, my friends. This is Doug Fabian. Welcome to my weekly ETF report. I'm pre-recording today's presentation because I'm at the San Francisco Money Show this week, but I still wanted to touch bases with you. And I think this is a great opportunity for me to share with you some investing ideas in the realm of exchange-traded funds, of course, for you to consider as you're looking at your portfolio this week. Now, three ideas, one for income, and one for growth, and one for aggressive growth. So let's start with the income idea. This income ETF, you've heard me talk about it before. The ticker symbol is TOTL. This is the double line spider total return ETF. Now, you'll notice in this price chart, because this ETF is relatively new, that the scale is not very wide. From the lowest point this year to the highest point this year, there's only been a 2% spread on this exchange traded fund. So this is an income producing ETF. The table that I have that accompanies this chart gives you some specific information. In a relatively short period of time, the ETF has garnered $785 million in assets. There's 300 plus holdings. It trades over 200,000 shares a day. It's all fixed income, emerging market bonds, bank loans, mortgage-backed securities, and the annualized yield of this ETF is 3.3%. The income on this exchange-traded fund is paid monthly. So this is what I would consider to be a low risk, not a no risk, but a low risk option for your investing portfolio if your overall investment objective is income, or if you'd like to take a portion of your portfolio and not have it in the stock market, but to get a rate of return better than a money market fund. The second idea I have to share with you is my favorite country ETF at this time. The ticker symbol INDY. This is the India Nifty 50 exchange traded fund from iShares. Now, one of the things I wanted you to look at on this price chart is the fact that the India ETF started off the year very fast in January, but then it had a 5-month correction. But during the month of June, when the S&P 500 was down, when the emerging markets were down, when China was down, this exchange traded fund has reversed direction and has now rallied all the way up to its 200-day moving average. India is one of the fastest growing economies in the world today, growing at 7 or 8%, even better than China. India has a very well educated population, and this is a great way, this exchange traded fund, and again, it's a single country ETF, a great way to be able to participate in an emerging market that's not bogged down by commodities like Brazil is, and is in a real growth phase of their economic cycle. There's over $1 billion invested in this ETF, 52 holdings, and it's a favorite of mine right now. The last exchange traded fund I have to share with you today that I'm going to be talking about extensively at the San Francisco Money Show is the ETF HACK, H-A-C-K. This is the Pure Funds Cybersecurity ETF. Now, this is a sector fund. And it's even further than a sector fund, it's an industry group fund. So the position size in your portfolio would be relatively small compared to a core holding like a VTI or a QQQ. So HACK is an ETF of cybersecurity stocks. You can see in the most recent market correction, this ETF has fallen about 10%. So it's finally kind of broken this strong uptrend. Realize that this ETF was up 20% so far this year through June 30th, and the S&P 500 was only up 1%. So it's had excellent relative performance to the S&P 500. We're now going through a correction. Now, I can't say when this correction is going to end, but I believe that the stocks in this exchange traded fund provide a very interesting growth opportunity going forward. This is a technology-focused ETF. There's only 32 holdings. It trades 1.5 million shares a day. There's over $1 billion invested in this ETF, and all of its holdings are focused on solving the cybersecurity problems that we have in the United States and around the world today. So it's a very interesting play. So that is it. I wanted to share these 3 ideas with you. These are ETFs that I'll be talking about at the Money Show this next week. When I get back, I'll give you a full update on what happened at the Money Show, and I'll have a few more investing ideas for you. This is Doug Fabian. Thanks so much for tuning in.